Hello everyone, welcome to Real Academy. Myself Vinith Moite, the faculty for biology, and today we'll be learning about one topic here, which is antibiotics. Okay, we'll be learning about what are antibiotics, the discoverer of antibiotics, how these antibiotics are basically helpful for treating anyone with the infection, and what are the various modes of delivering these antibiotics within the body, or else administering the antibiotics within the body. Let us start with this. Firstly, as we already know the term, it's antibiotics or else antibiotics. Okay, the meaning of that, as we can see, anti means against something, in the not in favor of something, but something which will be killed because of antibiotics. And bio means life. Generally that life refers to bacteria. So which means what? Antibiotics are some chemicals. They are not proteins, no sugars, no fats, nothing, no cells even. Antibiotics are basically some chemicals which are being made so as they can attack or as they can kill someone, that is bacteria. So that's what we have to remember here. Antibiotics will only kill bacteria, no other living organism. We should know about it. Yes, they are produced by fungi. We already know these chemicals are produced by fungi, and those chemicals actually act against someone, that is bacteria. So fungi are basically killing the bacteria by producing one chemical, antibiotics. Okay, they were discovered firstly by Dr. Alexander Fleming. Now Alexander Fleming discovered something known as antibiotics, because of which he got the degree of doctor. Anyone who discovers something in science, anyone who discovers something in arts, anyone who discovers something in commerce or is in any other field, they will be getting this degree of doctor. Okay, so in this way, Dr. Alexander Fleming basically discovered this antibiotics for the first time in the year 1928, because of which he got the prize for it, and that prize, as we already know, it's the Nobel Prize, which he got because of discovering antibiotics. Next one, antibiotics were discovered or were produced by whom? Which was discovered by Dr. Alexander Fleming. Who produced those antibiotics? As we already know, they are produced by fungi, and the name of that fungi was Penicillium notatum. This was the fungi. Okay, Penicillium was the fungi who was producing one chemical called as antibiotics against a bacteria, and therefore the bacteria or the antibiotics name was kept as penicillin. Name of the antibiotic was kept as penicillin by Dr. Alexander Fleming, and this was the world's first antibiotic to be discovered. Later on, after this discovery, we got many other antibiotics like streptomycin, tetracycline, bacitracin. ऐसे बहुत सारे antibiotics हम लोग को बाद में बहुत सारे discover हुए थे. In this way, we got this first antibiotic called as penicillin. Let us know now which is the actual fungi here. This is the actual fungi, that is penicillium. Okay, penicillium, as we can see here, some smaller spores too, and those spores are used for reproduction, as we already know. Whenever this penicillium fungi is in contact with the bacteria, it will kill specific bacteria. Okay, those bacteria will be killed by the penicillium fungi by producing something called as penicillin chemical or else penicillin antibiotic. Now, who was the discoverer? Dr. Alexander Fleming. We can see something in his hand there, and that's a petri dish. This is a petri dish which Dr. Alexander Fleming used for discovering penicillin. Now how? He had a petri dish. It's basically made up of glass. That petri dish with it in his hand is actually made up of glass. This is a glass shaped structure inside which they add nutrition for the bacteria and fungi. बैक्टीरिया और फंगाई को ग्रो करने के लिए उस पेट्री डिश के अंदर न्यूट्रिशन ऐड किया जाता है. व्हाट इट डिड, वंस एडिंग द न्यूट्रिशन, ही जस्ट प्लेस दैट प्लेट इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिज माउथ एंड जस्ट कफ्ड ऑन दैट प्लेट. उसने सिर्फ कफ किया था उस प्लेट के ऊपर. ही एक्चुअली पुट हिज स्पिट ऑन दैट प्लेट. Once he was done with that, he closed the plate, and then that plate was kept actually somewhere on the lab, and he went for a 3-day holiday. It was a Christmas time. He went for a 3-day holiday in December 1928. When he came back, he saw that over his petri dish there are some bacteria, and from where this bacteria came? From its mouth, obviously. Okay, and next one, there was a bigger fungus growing here. Now that fungus is bigger, which doesn't mean that the fungus is not formed from smaller cells. वो फंगस एक्चुअली छोटे छोटे सेल्स की वजह से ही बनता है. Okay, so that fungus basically was Penicillium notatum, which was actually producing penicillin, because of which bacteria were lesser in number. You can see bacteria was lesser in number, getting less area on that petri dish as compared to the fungus. Fungus has got a larger area as compared to some dot-like areas of the bacteria. Bacteria were getting killed there. Okay, and if we have kept that plate for many days, even this bacteria would have been killed by the fungus. Fungus can kill all such bacteria. Why it can kill those bacteria? Because fungus are making something called as antibiotics. In this way, in December 1928, the first antibiotic was discovered. Later on, it was named as penicillin by Dr. Alexander Fleming. But The main thing was this complete discovery was a by chance discovery. What do we mean by by chance discovery? Dr. Alexander Fleming didn't intend to discover something like antibiotics. He didn't just woke up, he didn't just said to the world that I will be discovering something for the betterment of the world. He didn't just do that. He just spit on that plate, he just basically coughed on that plate, that was done. He went for a 3-day holiday. Remember, he went for a 3-day holiday. How he will discover something? When he came back, he accidentally found out that there was something on the plate which was growing and was killing the fungus. He later on found out the chemical, and in this way, he got the Nobel Prize for discovering something which was a complete accidental by chance discovery. कि उसका कोई इंटेंशन नहीं था कि ऐसा हम लोग को कुछ तो डिस्कवर करना है जिसकी वजह से बैक्टीरिया को मारा जाएगा फंगस की वजह से. And in this way, he got the discovery, and now he actually won the Nobel Prize for this discovery, because this is the discovery of penicillin, basically, which is now even proving useful to the world. Penicillin today even it is useful to the world, discovered in 1928, but still it is used for various infections. बहुत सारे infections के लिए हम लोग penicillin ये antibiotic use करते हैं. Streptomycin is another antibiotic, tetracycline another antibiotic. All these antibiotics are not found by him. He found the first antibiotic called as penicillin, and later on he was even interviewed. Okay, he was even interviewed for whether they were asking one question to him, whether if we have found out this penicillin now, can we say that there is an end of war with bacteria? Can we say that we have won the war with bacteria? Bacteria are against us, they are killing us, right? They are giving us various diseases. So can we say by discovering penicillin, we can kill all bacteria? So Alexander Fleming that time said no. There will be some bacteria who are smarter than us, who will be smarter than penicillin, and they will live under the concentrations of penicillin. And right now, what is the truth? We have some bacteria today in the world which are actually living under even the concentration of any antibiotic. Let it be penicillin, let it be streptomycin, let it be rifampicin, let it be any antibiotic. लेकिन वो antibiotic body में लेने के बाद भी वो bacteria बिल्कुल भी मरते नहीं है. And if those bacteria are not getting killed, it's obvious that those bacteria are resistant. Resistant means what? Let there be any concentration of antibiotics, bacteria won't die. Bacteria will not be killed because of antibiotic, and therefore those bacteria are one of the most dangerous bacteria which are creating dangers today in the world. There are many such bacteria in the world who are getting resistant to many such antibiotics. Antibiotics को resistant बहुत सारे bacteria आज बन जाते हैं. Why they are becoming resistant? Because they are continuously under the presence of that antibiotic. अगर एक बैक्टीरिया है आपके पास, उसके आजू बाजू में continuously अगर वो एंटीबायोटिक रहेगा, that bacteria will have a habit of that antibiotic, and then one time will come when that bacteria won't die. The simple example of such resistant bacteria is the one which gives you TB. We have to remember TB bacteria, there are some TB bacteria who never died under the concentration of antibiotic. Even if you give antibiotic, even if you give any other chemical to the body, those bacteria won't die. And we should know that any antibiotic basically given to your body in large amounts will kill the TB, but it will even kill you. You have various side effects whenever antibiotics are given to you in larger concentrations, and therefore we cannot do anything. Okay, under practical studies, it will never become actually significant. For example, if you have bacteria on the plate which we talk, Petri dish, if you have the bacteria on the plate, you are adding tons and tons of antibiotics, not exactly tons, but if you are adding much antibiotic to that plate, bacteria will eventually die. But that same organism on the plate, if it gets inside your body, you cannot take tons and tons of antibiotic. You cannot do that. Those antibiotics will have a side effect on your body. Okay, either your kidneys will be damaged or your liver will be damaged. Any of the body part can be damaged because of those antibiotics. And therefore, antibiotics should be taken in a proper amount only as prescribed by the doctor. Never more than that. Never even less than that. Okay, so in this way, antibiotics basically can kill bacteria, but there are some smarter bacteria said by Dr. Alexander Fleming who are basically not getting killed because of any antibiotic. Those all bacteria who cannot killed by antibiotics will be called as resistant bacteria. Those bacteria who are getting killed will be called as sensitive bacteria. Okay, but the bacteria here, like we are talking about TB, that will not get killed. Okay, similarly, gangrene is another disease where your the skin of your hand or the skin of your legs, mostly of your legs, during diabetes, the skin gets rotten. आपका skin वहां पे खराब होने लगता है. तो आपका skin क्यों खराब हो रहा है? Because there is one bacteria growing on your skin. Okay, there's one bacteria going on your skin. Let us write the name of that bacteria. The name of that bacteria is called as Pseudomonas. One of the most dangerous bacteria found, as well as can give infections to your skin. Once it grows on your skin, it cannot be killed by any antibiotic. What we have to do? We have to cut our hand. Okay, हम लोग को अपना हाथ कट करना पड़ेगा, which is also known as amputation of the hand. So basically that occurs because of Pseudomonas, another resistant bacteria. Staphylococcus aureus mostly gives you the lung infections. Therefore, Staphylococcus aureus again is a resistant bacteria, not getting killed by many antibiotics. There are some antibiotics for killing them. Therefore, Staphylococcus doesn't become one of the most dangerous. This is the most dangerous, not one of the most, but the most dangerous bacteria in the world, ranking first in the world for killing humans. That's about TB. So antibiotics can kill bacteria, but there are some smarter bacteria in the world who are not getting killed by even antibiotics. Okay, let us move forward from this slide. Antibiotics are natural. Okay, these are the benefits of it. Antibiotics are natural, which means they are made from fungi. We are not making them, therefore no side effects. Even if they are taken in larger amounts, then we will be facing the side effects. Otherwise, no. Okay, they never attack the human body, as we already know. They are never attacking your cells. They are attacking the bacterial cells. They never even will attack viral cells, I mean viruses, or else even fungal cells. वो लोग उनको नहीं मारने वाले. There is no antibiotic in the world for fungal as well as viral diseases, just as we said. Currently, the pandemic going on in the world called as COVID-19. We all must be knowing there is no such specific medicine for COVID-19. हम लोग के पास medicine नहीं है. But what is done whenever you get COVID-19? If you have mild symptoms, अगर आपके symptoms बहुत कम है, you'll be given this mostly. ORS solution. As well as crocin, for example. Okay, crocin or is paracetamol, which is actually lowering down your fever. ORS, what it does, or what is the full form of ORS? Oral rehydrating solution. O means oral rehydrating solution. What this solution is doing inside your body? This solution basically never makes you dehydrated. It will not make you dehydrated because oral rehydrating solution can come in any flavor, as we all know. It comes in apple flavor, it comes in orange flavor too. But उसके साथ साथ ये जो ORS का solution रहता है उसके अंदर ये बहुत ज़्यादा रहता है. Na means sodium, K means potassium. Both of them are in higher amounts in the ORS solution. Whenever you drink any ORS solution, what happens is sodium and potassium go into your body, and therefore within your body now what will happen is H2O will be bonded by them. ये लोग पानी के molecules को पकड़ के रखेंगे. If they are holding all the water molecules, you will never lose the water molecules because of fever, because of anything else. And if you are not losing water molecules, it's simple. You are getting rehydrated. आप लोग की body hydrated रहती है. You are never facing dehydration. That's why ORS is basically given to you. During viral fevers, during bacterial fevers, you are basically losing water from your body. That can lead to fainting. आप लोग को चक्कर आ सकती है और इसके वजह से आप लोग को ORS सॉल्यूशन दिया जाता है ताकि डिहाइड्रेशन ना हो, बॉडी का एनर्जी लूज ना हो. दैट्स द फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकंड थिंग, इफ योर COVID-19 symptoms become serious, what can be done? What is done here is, we all know COVID-19 basically resides inside your lungs. Okay, they are inside your lungs. Okay, now within your lungs, COVID-19 is present. What it will do is, it will be present here. Let us say this small red colored dots are COVID-19 particles, I mean viral particles. What they will do, your lungs get to know that there is something inside them. Your lungs, as a protective mechanism, what they do is they start producing this called as mucus. वो लोग mucus बनाना start करने वाले. Once mucus is made, now what happens is your lungs are filled with a sticky liquid. This is the liquid. We all know oxygen is never soluble in any liquid. Oxygen is fairly soluble even inside water. So which means oxygen, if it is not soluble in mucus, what will happen? You get another condition called as pneumonia. You get this condition called as pneumonia. And therefore what happens? Now it's a serious condition with your lungs. Your oxygen level basically falls down. Once your oxygen level falls down, even you must be knowing about pulse oximeter, जो आपके ये finger पे लगाया जाता है. That pulse oximeter will show something less than 95%. It should show 95 or more than 95%. We, as our normals, we are actually having 99% oxygen saturation within our blood. But actually, whenever you get COVID-19 or any other viral symptoms or any other fungal symptoms or any other bacterial symptoms, basically, what happens is your lungs are filled with a liquid called as mucus. Just take lady finger with you. लेडी फिंगर मतलब भिंडी की सब्जी आप लोगों को पता रहेगी. उनको अगर हम लोग ने बीच में से काटा तो एक स्टिकी लिक्विड उनमें से बाहर निकलता है. दैट स्टिकी लिक्विड इज कॉल्ड एज म्यूकस. सेम टाइप ऑफ स्टिकी लिक्विड, नॉट एक्जैक्टली सेम इन केमिकल कॉम्पोजिशन, बट वैसे ही एक सेम स्टिकी लिक्विड हम लोग की बॉडी बनाती है विद इन आवर नोज एज वेल एज विद आवर थ्रोट टू. दैट्स म्यूकस. इट्स इवन मिक्स्ड विद योर सलाइवा टू. ये उसको हम लोग म्यूकस बोलते हैं. वो म्यूकस आपके लंग्स में बनेगा whenever your lungs sense that there is some problem within them I mean particles of coronavirus or any other virus, any other bacteria are growing within them. They will start producing mucus, because of which you get one condition called as pneumonia. Pneumonia, remember, it's not given only by bacteria, it can be given by virus, can be given by fungus. Anyone able to enter inside your lungs will give you pneumonia. Okay, in this way pneumonia is formed, and once pneumonia is been there within your body, COVID-19 के symptoms ज़्यादा serious हो जाते हैं, and then you require some other medicines. Even remember, those medicines will not be killing the virus. It will be just helping as a supportive system for your body. Virus will be killed by you only. Currently, there is one medicine called as remdesivir, which was actually used for HIV, but now remdesivir is used for corona particles too. So, which means it can kill corona particles. Remdesivir is actually medicine for this. Even we are finding out some medicines. India is finding out some medicines for COVID-19. We are into the search of medicines. But those medicines for COVID-19 are not antibiotics. Those medicines can be called as antimicrobials. They are not called as antibiotics. Remember, we did say antibiotics only kill bacteria. They will never kill anyone else. Antimicrobials, some chemicals found out from the plant, found out from the soil. Those chemicals may be natural, may be artificial. Humans ने भी बनाए रहते हैं ऐसे कोई chemicals जो वायरस को मार सकते हैं और फंगस को मार सकते हैं. Those will be called as antimicrobials. What is the main advantage here of antimicrobials? They can kill virus and fungi. What is the disadvantage here? Antimicrobials can even kill your cells. तो इसका मतलब antimicrobials के side effects बहुत ज़्यादा है as compared to the advantages effects. Side effects उसके बहुत ज़्यादा, and therefore antimicrobials are somewhat dangerous for your body. If you have fungal disease or viral disease, we cannot use antibiotics. That's what we should need to know. Okay, and we have talked about ORS. We also talked about this pneumonia. How do we get that? So we have talked about it. Okay, similarly, steroids, even they are used for your corona symptoms too. What do steroids do? Steroids lower down your immune system. अगर आपका इम्यून सिस्टम कम हो जाएगा तो उसके वजह से आपको ज्यादा पेन नहीं होता बॉडी में. एंड इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग पेन, सिंपल, आपको निमोनिया की वजह से, मतलब आपको स्टीरॉइड्स की वजह से कभी भी पेन नहीं होने वाला. यू मस्ट हैव सीन व्हेनेवर it pains less in the morning or during the daytime, it pains largely in the night. Why that happens? Because even your body is producing some steroids. Okay, आपकी बॉडी भी कुछ steroids बना रही है, लेकिन आपके बॉडी में steroid दिन में बनते हैं. Whenever you are awake, steroids are even keeping you awake. So steroids are made inside your body during the daytime, because of which you are awake, and as steroids are made, your symptoms will be also less. Pain कम रहेगा. At night, you must have seen आपको pain बढ़ जाता है. Why that pain increases at night? Simple है, क्योंकि आपके बॉडी के अंदर रात में कोई भी ऐसा स्टीरॉइड नहीं बन रहा है जो WBC का अटैक कम कर सके. बिकॉज एट नाइट यू डोंट वांट टू बी अवेक, यू वांट टू स्लीप. सो योर बॉडी, योर ब्रेन स्टार्ट्स टू स्टॉप दैट सिक्रेशन ऑफ स्टीरॉइड. So once that steroid is stopped, your WBC's number will increase, your WBC will fight against that bacteria, that fight will lead to pain, that fight will lead to fever. So therefore, why do you get fever at night? That's the reason. Your steroids are the reason there, but not steroids which are given by the doctors to you. Steroids are made by your body, within your body itself. आपका kidneys वो steroids बनाते हैं. That's about this point. Let us move forward. You can see the penicillium here. This is the white colored penicillium fungi. It has made antibiotic, because of which you can see a bacterial growth is inhibited in this area. यहाँ पे bacterial growth inhibited है. यहाँ पे you cannot see the bacterial growth. We can see the bacterial growth here as zigzag lines here. But यहाँ पे वैसा growth नहीं है. Later on, if this plate is kept for 2 days, 3 days, what will happen? The growth will be much more inhibited here. Okay, simple. In this way, your bacterial growth is inhibited by that fungi, because that fungi is making a chemical called as antibiotic. Only bacteria will be killed. No virus, no fungus. We should know that. Okay, after that, criteria for a good antibiotic. आपके पास जो भी antibiotic है वो अच्छा है कि वो बुरा है, ये हम लोग कैसे find out करेंगे? Firstly, it should not be dangerous to humans. As we all know, antibiotics should only kill bacteria. They should never be dangerous to humans. They should not kill human cells. Most of them, they don't do that. Basically, the symptom which you suffer by taking antibiotics, अगर आप लोग ने antibiotics बहुत ज़्यादा concentration में ली है, the only symptom from which you will be suffering is stomach upset. I will write it here. मतलब आपका पेट खराब रहेगा, आपका डाइजेशन प्रॉपर नहीं रहेगा, क्योंकि आपके स्टमक में, आपके इंटेस्टाइन्स में बहुत सारे बैक्टीरिया है. एंटीबायोटिक आपने लिया है मतलब वो बैक्टीरिया को भी मारने वाले जो बैक्टीरिया आपके इंटेस्टाइन में है. ऑल दोस बैक्टीरिया आर गुड विद इन योर इंटेस्टाइन. They're acting as probiotic. You must be knowing about Yakult, okay, a Japanese product which is taken by you so that those bacteria present in your intestine will start producing good effects inside your body. Okay, let us now just talk about those good effects only. Will not elaborate that. But all those bacteria will be killed if you're taking antibiotics. Therefore, doctor tells you just take antibiotics for 4 days or 5 days or 6 days. As prescribed by the doctor, you're taking the antibiotics. But if you're taking these antibiotics for a longer period of time, your intestinal bacteria will die. एंड दे आर गुड फॉर यू, दे आर नॉट बैड फॉर यू. आपके इंटेस्टाइन में इतने बैक्टीरिया है जितने आपके बॉडी के अंदर सेल्स भी नहीं है. आपके बॉडी के अंदर जितने सेल्स है उससे डबल आपके इंटेस्टाइन के अंदर बैक्टीरिया रहते हैं. Therefore, those bacteria are really important and you should not kill them because they are giving you some good effects within your body. They should not kill the normal flora. As we just said, they should not kill the normal bacteria of your body, but most of them are killing that. Therefore, side effects. Next one should be broad spectrum. What do you mean by broad spectrum? If you have penicillin, for example, penicillin can be used for your throat infections, skin infections, ear infections, any respiratory organ infection. ऐसे सब इन्फेक्शंस के लिए आपका पेनिसिलिन यूज किया जा सकता है. So therefore penicillin can be used for a range of various symptoms, for a range of various infections. Therefore penicillin becomes a broad spectrum antibiotic. Broad range है उसका. Okay, if any other antibiotic, for example amoxicillin or else any other, for example streptomycin, they will kill just one bacteria, one specific bacteria. If they're killing just one specific bacteria, they will be called as narrow spectrum antibiotics. अगर narrow spectrum रहेगा तो आपके इकोनॉमी पे बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. Therefore we are not taking narrow spectrum antibiotics. We actually go for broad spectrum क्योंकि वही एक ही एंटीबायोटिक लेने से बहुत सारे बैक्टीरिया जो आपको बहुत अलग अलग इन्फेक्शन देते हैं, they can be killed. Simple. Okay, we can see in this image, an image which has been shown here. It's a microscopic image. Firstly, you can see this blue colored thing here everywhere. That blue colored thing is sputum. What do we mean by sputum? It's your mucus only. But उस mucus के अंदर बैक्टीरिया फंगाई सब कुछ है and therefore it is called as sputum. As we get during a respiratory infection, हम लोग का नाक बहता है तो उसको हम लोग sputum बोलते हैं. Next one, you can see this red colored things here. These red colored things are basically rod shaped. They are like this, rod shaped. And what are they? They are this Mycobacterium tuberculosis. All these red colored parts are basically Mycobacterium tuberculosis bacteria. जो बैक्टीरिया किसी के तो स्पूटम से निकाले गए. Bacteria which is the dangerous one because none of the chemical basically attacks on bacteria. Now what happens here? बैक्टीरिया जब भी आपके लंग्स के अंदर जाएगा तब आपके लंग्स के अंदर ऐसे एल्वियोला रहता है. We have that within the respiratory system chapter 2. Within this alveoli the bacteria has come. Okay, bacteria are there. Now what will happen as alveoli senses the presence of bacteria within this area? I will just draw it in a bigger size. Within this area if there is a bacteria, all the WBCs will be surrounding that bacteria. Let us just draw 2 or more bacteria here. Okay, all the WBCs have surrounded the bacteria. Now what will happen is because of this surrounding WBCs, bacteria won't spread outside. Bacteria बाहर नहीं निकलने वाले, but bacteria will be there alive within that particular area. If your immune system is good, ये सब के सब WBCs उनको surround करते हैं and they are stopping the spread of that infection. Thereby you are not getting the symptoms. But if your immune system is not good, अगर आपका immune system बहुत कम है, अगर आपके बॉडी में WBC का नंबर कम है, then there will be nothing like this. What happens? All this bacteria will spread throughout your lungs. Once they get throughout your lungs, what will happen? बैक्टीरिया के वजह से आपके लंग्स में एक ऐसा होल हो जाता है. There is one hole inside your lungs, like a bullet been shot on your lungs. Okay? किसी ने तो बंदूक से बुलेट मारा है आपके लंग्स के ऊपर, ऐसा आपको एक शॉट जैसा आपके लंग्स दिखेंगे, not by cutting them, but by X-ray image. X-ray image से आपको ऐसे दिखता है. And that's how basically tuberculosis bacteria infects us. आपके लंग्स में ही रहने वाला है. If you can draw the lungs here, in the deeper layers of your lungs, bacteria is present. Why? Because this is the layer जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा ऑक्सीजन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन रहता है आपके बॉडी में, deeper layers, and therefore that will be the layer where bacteria will be present because वहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है. और यहीं पे हम लोग को बुलेट शॉट लंग्स दिखते हैं, मतलब एक होल दिखता है आपको लंग्स के अंदर. दैट होल रिप्रेजेंट्स बैक्टीरियल ग्रोथ देयर. कि बाय एक्सरे इमेजेस वी कैन सी दैट. In this way basically you have no antibiotic over our bacteria called as Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, so in this way, basically the bacteria is getting inside your body and that bacteria is basically killing you, because there's no such antibiotic which can actually act against bacteria. There are no such antimicrobials too who can act against the bacteria. Till now, we have found out around 13 types of tuberculosis bacteria present in even India too. And all those bacteria are capable of giving you infection. Some of them can be killed, some of them will never get killed because of antibiotic, because of even antimicrobials. And therefore, this becomes one of the most dangerous bacteria. Currently, if we can talk about India, in India, around 35% of our population, 35% of Indian population is currently suffering from Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Many of them don't know even कि उनके बॉडी में ये बैक्टीरिया है, just because of this phenomenon. उनके पास immunity अच्छी है, but once the immunity goes off, I mean, if I'm aging, if my age turns 30, 40, 50, जैसे जैसे मेरा age बढ़ते जाएगा, my WBC count will be less in my body because I'm getting older. And once my WBC count gets old, my WBC count gets less, bacteria will be spreading everywhere within my lungs, and that will kill me. Therefore, tuberculosis bacteria are really dangerous. So as a summary for today's session, what we talked here was regarding antibiotics. We did say the meaning of antibiotics. We also did say the person who discovered these antibiotics for the first time, and we even talked about the broad spectrum antibiotics. What are the criteria for an antibiotic? Antibiotic should be broad spectrum, as we already said. Antibiotics should not be dangerous to humans, should not kill the normal flora, the normal intestinal bacteria or the normal bacteria within your body. Similarly, we did say that antibiotics are never present for virus and fungus. They are present only for bacteria. But one of the bacteria which never gets killed in presence of antibiotics is this Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, I've written just M, it's Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So in this way, basically we have antibiotics. Antibiotics are basically a real gem which we have found out today just because of Dr. Alexander Fleming. जिसकी वजह से many of the infections can be treated, okay, without any side effects. So in this way, we are completing this session. Thank you for attending this session. Do like and subscribe.